Are you troubled by enemies? Are you troubled by diseases? And are you troubled with accidents in your life? If you are a person who has been constantly facing mishaps, problems, accidents, diseases, and finding it very difficult to survive, then in this video, I will be revealing to you the method with which you can reduce the influence of diseases, accidents, and enmities from your life. So if you actually want to know about the secret technique, then first you have to subscribe to Astrology. Second, hit the bell icon and watch this video till the end, because if you watch this video till the end, then you can actually get to know a lot of things which will help you survive in this tough life. So hey guys, what's up? I hope you guys are doing great and I welcome you back to Astrology. Let's get started and let's find out how to reduce the influence of the 6th house from your horoscope. That is the house which controls enemy, accidents, diseases, and problems in your life. So let's get into this horoscope and let's first see the position of planets and how it is influencing this chart. So in this horoscope which is in front of you, this is the chart of an Aries ascendant. Mars, the Lagna Lord, is placed in the Lagna itself, that is the first house itself. Sun is placed in the 4th house in the sign of Cancer. Mercury is placed in the 5th house in the sign of Leo, right? Rahu, Venus and Moon, three very significant planets in the chart of an Aries ascendant, are placed in the 6th house of diseases, accidents, enmity, court cases, quarrel, litigation, right? And Saturn, the Lord of the 10th house of career and the 11th house of income, is exalted in the 7th house in Libra sign. Jupiter, the Lord of the 9th house and the 12th house, but especially the Lord of the 9th house of fortune and bhagya, is placed in the own sign itself. And Ketu is always exactly opposite to Rahu, so Ketu is placed in the 12th house of moksha and liberation. Now, as you can see, that several planets are well placed in this horoscope. Mars is placed in the 1st house in the Lagna itself, which is a very good Raj Yoga, which is Ruchak Yoga. Jupiter, the Lord of Bhagya and Fortune, is placed in the 9th itself. Saturn is exalted in the sign of Libra. But the problem here is that three significant planets, Rahu, Venus and Moon, are placed in the 6th house. Now 6th house, because it is a negative house, even though planets are placed in the 6th house in good dignity or bad dignity, but whenever you will run the Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, Sukshmadasha or Prandasha of any planet which is placed in the 6th house, it will lead to diseases, accidents, rivalry, competition, litigation, court cases, enmity, fighting, etc., etc., etc. So imagine the ordeal and the condition of this person who has three planets concentrated in the 6th house, which is a negative house, a Dusthana, and he runs Rahu Mahadasha and Venus Antardasha and Moon Pratyantardasha. Can you imagine the amount of struggles and the amount of problems and accidents and quarrels and litigation which will amplify in this horoscope? So how do we avoid it? There has to be a way in astrology to avoid the negativity, right? So here is the method. Every house is connected with the other house, right? The 6th house is diseases and the 9th house is 4 places from the 6th house. So it is the happiness of the diseases, right? Similarly, the 7th house is marriage and the 6th house, because it is placed 12 places away from the 7th house. So it is loss of marriage and divorce and problems. So if the 7th Lord Venus is placed in the 6th house, then loss of partnership, loss of marriage, loss of business, all these things will happen. But here we are talking about the 6th house. Now, the same principle applies to the 6th house. The 5th house is the loss house of the 6th house, right? So the 6th house being diseases, enmity, fighting, quarrel, and all the negative things which I told you. And the 5th house is the loss house. That is, whenever you can activate or you can increase the energy and power of the 5th house or Leo sign and the Lord of the 5th house, which is Sun, there will be automatically a loss of diseases. There will be automatically a loss of accidents, fighting and quarrels, because it's all about a play of energy. Energy is flowing through this horoscope from the Lagna to different houses. But when you understand this beautiful concept of channeling the energy of the houses, you just have to chant mantras of Sun or you have to worship Surya, Aditya, Narayan by doing Surya Namaskar, or you can offer water to the sun god. You can actually chant Aditya Hriday Stotra, and through that also you can empower Leo sign and the sun. Or you can do a gemstone analysis, and if sun is well placed in your horoscope, and if it is placed in the Trikon Bhavas, that is the 5th and the 9th house, or if it is placed in the 11th house of gain, then you can actually wear a ruby also, or it substitute red garnet, or you can wear star ruby, and using that you can enhance the power of the 5th house and Leo sign. So when you increase the power of the 5th house, you are creating a loss of the power and the energy of the 6th house. So you are actually overcoming enemies, fighting, litigation, accidents, court cases, and all the negative stuff by just increasing the power and influence of the 5th house in this chart. Now, if you ask me, have I tested this method for myself? Yes, absolutely, I have. I have myself experienced, because I myself am an Aries ascendant, and when I wore ruby, right, I actually saw reduction in enmity, reduction in quarrel, reduction in court cases, and I also overcame digestive issues which was troubling me for a lot of time. So after trying this technique, I'm giving this to you. Please make good use of it, because knowledge is a two-edged sword. It can actually help you and it can also hurt you. So use this knowledge properly and wisely, and remember to subscribe to Purab's Astrology to get more such interesting content. I love you all. Adios. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat. Take care. Stay safe.